Hello everyone, LoveBookTriangleLindsey here, and this is the Shadowhunters Book Tag. So you can see behind me, this is my Shadowhunter shelf. Kind of crowded. The first point in this tag is my favorite character, and I think I'd have to say Magnus is one of my favorite characters because he is such a funny character. The things that he says and does, and how great he is at being a warlock, being with downworlders, but helping the Shadowhunters, his love that he has for Alec and his children, just everything that he does. He's so caring, but he also gives you the humor in the books as well, and I love how you can see him throughout the different series and how he is before, like, he meets Alec, while he's meeting Alec, and then like after. So there's all these different parts to Magnus, and I like that you just get a really wide range. The second part is my favorite quote, and honestly I don't think I have one. There's stuff that is said through the books that just gives you these laugh out loud moments, like the stuff with Will and the ducks, which is why, if you can see, why I have ducks on the shelf. If you read the series, you'll understand. And then there's like the quote, how all the stories are true, and there's stuff when Simon gets turned into a rat. So I mean, there's just so much stuff that is said throughout the series. I just can't pick one. Third is, if I could have a Shadowhunter last name, what would it be? And I think I would go with Blackthorn, because if like having that last name means you get to be a part of that family, then I think that would be great. That's how I'm taking this as, because how Julian is with his brothers and sisters and how they are just so great at protecting each other, being there for each other, and I just think it would be special to be a part of that, because they're just a really great, well-rounded family, and that is why I would choose Blackthorn, not just because I think like the name is cool, but because of what it represents and who you would be getting to call family. Next is, who is my one true pair? Now, I might have two for this one, like Will and Tessa. I'm team Will, but I love Jem so much too, so it's hard to choose just one, but that's why her situation is pretty cool. But anyway, I just really adore Will and Tessa together, and also Magnus and Alec. I just love reading about their first date in the Bane Chronicles, and just that awkwardness they have together at first, and then how you see their relationship develop throughout the different series, and I just love that. Goodness, this next one is favorite scene, and again with the quote, I don't know that I particularly have one, because there are just so many moments throughout the different series. I'm trying to think if I should say something, but I would think if you're watching the Shadowhunter tag, you'll probably know stuff of the series, so just for this moment I might be spoiling something, so mute it for a second or two. But there's the moment of when Will can feel the Parabatai rune, just like something is wrong, something is leaving him, and it's heart-wrenching, and that really gets to you, and how it's written. I think Claire just did a fantastic job with it, getting all that emotion with it. So that's not like a favorite, it's just a meaningful scene. Or you have the scene in the Dark Artifices where Julian and Emma, again, spoiler, sorry, Julian and Emma are giants, and no one can stop them, and when their whole family is standing in front of them and trying to get them to come back down to their true form, again, that's just such a meaningful scene. So there's so much like that I just can't pick one. Claire does such a good job with the descriptions of them, and it's like part of why I love her series too, the details she gives you, how you fall in love with these characters, and the emotion that you get from it. So I just can't pick one. And waving back, hopefully there's no more spoilers. Alright, this next one is like, if you could pick one, would you be with Jace playing the piano, like to listen to him, Jem and his violin, or Simon with his video games? And I think it would be fun, like, for a day to play video games with Simon, because yeah, piano's nice, listening to violin music, okay, those aren't my things. If I wanted to listen to an instrument, or I would want like a guitar or a whole band, but I think it'll be lots of fun playing all different games with Simon, and then you're involved too, so I think that would be fun. Number 6 is, what rune would I get? And I mean, I think it would be special to have a Parabatai rune, because then like that's your person, that's who you would be with. But I think the people that are involved in my life, some of them might already have one with different people, like sisters, siblings, and that kind of stuff, so be out of the run. But to have that close of a bond with someone would be pretty cool, or just being able to have the ability to draw some different runes like Clary can. I think it would be cool to come up with different fun ones. But even just having the like sight rune would be good, because my eyesight isn't the best, and if I wouldn't have to wear contacts or glasses anymore, I would love that. I'm not totally sure what rune I would pick, but the Parabatai one would be special. Number 7 is, what do I like better? The infernal devices, the mortal instruments, or the dark artifices? And for me, that would be the infernal devices. That is the series that I first read while getting into the Shadowhunter world. And sorry about the noise, but my cat is fooling around back there where he shouldn't be, but oh well. That series was the first one I read of the Shadowhunter world, and I just really, really loved it. So that series is going to hold a special place in my heart compared to everything else up there. But I just really loved that bond between Will, Tessa, and Jem, and it was like an introduction to the whole thing for me, and that's just why it's special. Number 8 is, if I could play a character on the TV show, who would I pick? Well, if it's a part where like I'm a girl, so I'd have to play a girl, I think Clary would be a fun part to play, because she is just discovering who and what she really is, and being an actor, I think that would be fun to go through the motions of you kind of discovering this new role, but you also get to play it as you're the character discovering this new part of you. So I think that would be fun, like learning your part and the character learning her part in her new life. But also I think it would be fun to be someone like Magnus, being a warlock and having these special powers. You know, you can't really move things or do the things that they do, but I think it would be cool to act that out, and it would be a fun challenge to kind of pretend like, oh, something's there, I'm moving it, I'm grabbing it. A lot of different green screen kind of stuff, so I think that would be fun for you as the actor to challenge yourself with that part and then being able to see it on the TV. Ooh, next is my least favorite romance in the series. This one, I guess it's not like it's my least favorite, but I have a little bit of a problem with it. So again, spoiler, in the Dark Artifices, Mark, Christina, and Kieran have this relationship going on. And I mean, I love Christina and Mark together. I love Christina and Kieran together, and I love Mark and Kieran together. But I don't like the three of them together. And I'm sorry that I'm going to say this. Sorry for those of you who really like that trio together, but I was kind of hoping Claire was going to kill one of the three off, so it would just be a couple, be two of them. Like, I didn't have any specific one in mind because I do love all 3 characters so much, but I just wanted my problem solved for me. There's just something that I thought each couple on its own just had really good traits, and like it would be really good for them, but just as a trio, I didn't particularly care for that. And it's not just because it was a trio, because Will, Tessa, and Jem, they had their thing going on, and I just really, really liked all of the 3 of them together and how that worked out. So it's not like I really unliked them, I just didn't like the situation they were in. Lastly is the series that I am looking forward to reading next, more of Ty and Kit. I know it's going to be a while because the Ghost of Shadowhunter Market is coming out in November this year. Or maybe that's soon. No, maybe that one's June. Sorry. And November is the Chain of Gold, which is going back to, I believe, Will and Tessa's kids. So it's going to be a while till we get Ty and Kit. But I didn't like how Queen of Air and Darkness wrapped up. I felt like I had more questions than answers. I mean, I get this is a franchise and the stuff keeps continuing, but I felt like Clockwork Princess and City of Heavenly Fire just wrapped up so much better than this story did. Like I said, I just have so many more questions now, so I want to feel closure. When I finish the series, I want to have that closure for those characters, for the situations that they're in. It doesn't have to be something really good or something really bad. I just want the closure. So that, I know, is going to be something we're waiting for even longer, but that is something I'm really itching to get my hands on and read. I'm just going to now share with you a little bit of the different stuff I have on my Shadowhunter shelf. So like I said, I have the ducks. You will understand if you have read, which back here I have a box set of the Infernal Devices, but at Half Price Books I got a cheap version of Clockwork Princess, and I just loved how this edition has the family tree inside of it. So that is why that's just kind of sitting up there. This was a rose I got from a student, and I just love how it dried, and I keep that on my shelf. I have this rune pin, and I believe we got that when we pre-ordered Lord of Shadows. That was a pre-order incentive. These cards, it was also a pre-order incentive. I don't know if it was for Lady Midnight, but it's really cool because it has all the different characters on it, and it is like a postcard. I mean, I'm never going to use them. This came in a subscription box. If you read The Dark Artifices, you will understand the spanner. Have a candle that I got in another subscription box, and I just really like these little canvases that I made. I was going to do one for the rest of the Mortal Instruments too, but just never got around to it because I didn't have good pictures to put on it. And they have those. I really like this bookmark of Emma that I got in a Queen of Air and Darkness box. Then back here I have a picture of Will, Tessa, and Jem. It was really cool. Again, I just really didn't know where to display it, so just put it on my shelf, but then I end up covering it with this, so gotta fix some stuff. Let me know down below if you like this series, which one is your favorite, or go ahead and do the tag yourself. See you later, guys. Bye.